Hey folks, this is just a short video that's going to highlight some of the new features on Q-Cup and Smell My Finger at Camp Fortune. There's been some pretty significant changes. Let's go check them out. So, little Q-Cup to salamander to warm up, and then we're gonna go right into the dump in the wet. Sounds like a smart idea. That's sarcasm, very tired sarcasm. Ew! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Trails are running fast. Seeing as I've already done a breakdown video on the dump, we're gonna skip the dump. I'm gonna ride the dump, but I'm gonna skip the whole walkthrough of the dump. You can check out that video above somewhere. I'll leave a link. And yeah, we're just gonna walk down Smell My Finger right now. All right, so top of Smell My Finger, you're kind of met with two lines. One leads to sort of a low scalloped out shelf kind of thing that takes you right into that catch berm at the bottom, which we're gonna go look at momentarily. And then you've got also a right-hand line, which is a little spicier, which kind of brings you to two options. You can go right down this rocky section, which is what I used to do all the time, but right now it seems like really ridiculous. But it would line you up quite nice for that berm as well. Or what most folks seem to be doing is coming down the far right line. And you're not really entering the berm with a great angle, but if you kind of scoot your way a little to the left, it's a little bit better. And that way you'll open up that berm. Oh God. Woo! Spicy. All right. So now Smell My Finger and Q-Cup run parallel to one another. Before, they used to sort of intertwine. This was kind of the end of Smell My Finger, joined up with Q-Cup, and then you basically split at a little bridge drop just up ahead. And as you can see here, TerraSculpt has done some pretty insane work. Smell My Finger is more of a natural loamer style trail. You can kind of see here, there's a lot of, you know, they left in a bunch of rock, a bunch of stuff like that. There's some nice catch berms here and there, but Q-Cup after the dump is a whole other story. Beautiful S-berms, shark fin, and it's just bananas. Nice catch berm on Liquor and Smoke, or sorry, Smell My Finger. And yeah, as you can see here, look at those berms. That's nuts. It's so wild. This trail's riding so well right now, it's unbelievable. This just used to be like the most blown out, rocky, janky section ever. So continuing on Smell My Finger. Again, it's natural meets berms meets a whole bunch of stuff. And man, there's just like so many cool vantage points in here for like just checking out the work. Like this is some serious artistry that TerraSculpt have done here. It's wild. Yeah, so Q-Cup has really become, at least this part of Q-Cup has really become pretty flowy, which is pretty cool. And then Smell My Finger is kind of the rougher, steeper option. Provided Q-Cup, you still have to go through the dump. So yeah, we're gonna keep walking down. Let's do it. Yeah, so here's another low angle of Q-Cup. These berms are insane. Like, mind-blowing. My mind is blown. And yeah, you can tell Smell My Finger, it's just got a little bit more spice, a little bit more steepness to it. And yeah, you can see the trails kind of pass side by side. There's also some potential maybe to gap from one trail into the other trail, which could be kind of cool. I know they love to work in little lines like that. Here we've got the nice, infamous Smell My Finger drop. Just pretty mellow. They built up the landing a little bit, which is great. We also have shark fin here, which can, you know, boost you into that second little bit of rock slap right there. That's really nice. Now, There's a couple other changes further down. Apparently they changed one thing that I really want to go look at because everyone says it's scary. So, woo! Speaking of scary, rocks. Yeah. So this always kind of existed too, but not nearly as built up as this, which is quite awesome. And I used to double from, on the old line, from here to the backside of the other thing, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can probably take off like right here. But anyways, I'm gonna ride this the way that it was intended to, and oh my God. So this wasn't here last weekend. There is a catch berm. So it's really nice to see a catch berm in this corner as well, because you are absolutely hauling, and it was totally flat and super loose. Not to mention, there was a good bit of jank sort of here leading into it. And that's sort of been cleaned up a little bit. So as long as you can double over that jaggedy rock, you've got a pretty smooth run out, which is awesome. Okay. Little loose, little platform here. This was always here. It's just seen a little bit of love. And the wedge jump. So yeah, apparently this one is kicky. So we're gonna take a look at it before we hit it because I don't want to wreck myself. Yeah, that is a nice lip. Holy smokes. And somewhat of a step up. And the idea is that it sets you down on this wonderfully smooth landing. It's not smooth, that was a joke. All right, let's rock some snow on my finger. Down off Camber Rock, yeah. That tree is so close. Whew. Nice. Sick. Ew. Oh my God, that jump is freaking crazy. Ew. All right, so while I catch my breath before the next lap, let's reflect a little bit on Smell My Finger. It's weird to say that over and over again, but that's the name of the trail, so that's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah, definitely running smooth. It is so fun. It is steep, it is a bit technical. The wedge jump at the end is definitely kicky, so be sure to not just ride into that. I would get off, take a look at it, check out the angle. I think the gap is a little bit smaller than it used to be, but it's kickier than it used to be. I went in with a lot of speed, thinking that because the jump is so steep, it's gonna scrub off a lot of my speed, but I ended up jumping quite far and quite high. So take that for what it's worth. Take your time, look at it. There is a ride around on the left-hand side of the jump too, so you do not have to hit the jump if you don't want to. But yeah, something to take into consideration when riding that trail. So now that the rain's kind of let up, I'm gonna do a dirty little secret into Bills, and then I'm gonna go into the dump, and then follow that into the new section of Q-Cup. Let's do it. All right, dirty, Bills, Q-Cup. Woo. Woo! Oh! Taking it easy on Bills. I think this is a My first hills of the year. Oh, let it go. Oh, that's getting so blown out. Oh, it's all pointy rocks now. Woo! Oh, it's always a relief making it through that. All right, into the dump. Yeah, actually I feel like that was smoother. Woo! Oh baby, so good. Oh my god, what a treat. TerraSculpt, again, thank you. And then they redid this section last year, and I hadn't ridden it till this year. It's pretty sweet as well. And we'll just do Q Cup proper. Get into it. Whew. The less brakes you can use here, definitely the better. Smoother it's gonna feel. You get just the right flow. If you mess up, it also super sucks. Woo! That was okay. Woo! Whew. Mamma mia! Woo! Let's go. Feeling great today. Whew. Feel the back wheel dragging around that corner. Woo! Nice. Not bad.